President Biden now says it is time to end America's longest war.
I'm now the fourth United States president to preside over American troop presence in Afghanistan. 2 Republicans, 2 Democrats. I will not pass this responsibility on to a 5th.
The president says all U.S. troops will leave Afghanistan by September 11th, 20 years after the 9/11 attacks. The president said the terror threat has evolved since then and that a strategy that made sense 2 decades ago doesn't make sense now. He says it's time for the U.S. to withdraw from Afghanistan's intractable conflict. The withdrawal will begin on May 1st. Now, the president would deliver these remarks, David. Not everyone is happy about it. We talked with soldiers from Massachusetts, Bill Shields did, some of whom say it is the right time.
These days, Mark Silvestri's life is a lot less hectic. No one's shooting at him. But this is Mark in 2008 at a remote outpost in the mountains of Afghanistan, a place the soldiers call a bullet sponge.
And they closed those outposts in the mountains of Afghanistan. And at that time, I had a bitter taste that they were closing it down and that our sacrifice was all for naught.
Nearly 2,500 American soldiers lost their lives in Afghanistan. Mark lost friends too, but he says it serves no purpose to stay any longer.
I think now is the time to get us home and make them stand on their own feet, really.
Hank Norton is a former state rep from Clinton, but he did 2 tours in Afghanistan.
I think it's time. The threat that was there when we first went in, maybe 20 years ago this November, has dissipated to the extent that I don't know what purpose it serves for us to stay.
Norton says the American military is capable of quick strikes in Afghanistan if necessary, and that it's time to remember those who sacrificed by leaving.
In the way that we best serve the memories of those that haven't come home and those that have come home with injuries is to continue to protect our country as best as possible.
Some of the veterans we talked to said there's one last thing they want the government to do before we get completely out, and that is to help those Afghans who helped the military become American citizens. In Revere, I'm Bill Shields, WBZ News.